Greeting my movie ghouls. Disney Plus just released Hocus Pocus 2, and I'll be honest, I didn't think it was coming this early. So I had to do some jiggery-pokery and set the family down to watch it. Following on from their last jaunt into Salem, a whole 29 years late. 29 years. I am that old. 29 years ago, we watched a Disney film about witches sucking the lives from children to achieve immortal life. It was funny, entertaining, and for a lot of people growing up in the 90s, it solidified what Halloween was meant to be. Because before that, I don't really remember celebrating or even doing much on Halloween, except for maybe bobbing for apples and watching Poltergeist for the first time, which was scary. It solidified its place as a popular cult film. It has become a yearly watch for a lot of people. So it's hard to believe that in the days of Disney Plus, there wasn't ever going to be a sequel to Hocus Pocus. Look at all the content they're producing. Hocus Pocus was inevitable.
Lock up your children! Yes, Salem, we're back!
The story was similar, but I'd have to say different enough to not be overshadowed by the first, having the Sanderson sisters return yet again because their candle has been remade, and I think that's a stroke of genius. I'll admit though that the opening sequence of the young sisters and how they gained their powers and were on the run from the people of Salem made me feel Disney were turning the villainous villains into misunderstood characters who were forced to do their evil things. And it does go down that route, but I do think they stay bad for the most part. Evil for the most part. Luckily, they added a history without really damaging what the sisters stood for, with a slight redemption at the end that I believe was earned. They're still terrible and bad witches. Bad as in they're really rubbish, but they actually love each other.
We are doing the Magicae Maxima, the power spell.
They were even able to have a scene which nicely brushes over the questions that many parents had back in 1993 that they had to push aside when watching the original. What is a virgin?
What's a virgin?
That is a person who has never lit a candle.
And that's a nod that I appreciated and laughed at. Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, and Sarah Jessica Parker are as good as they were in the original, if just a little bit older.
Oh, honey, I know.
She really hurt my feelings.
She's jealous.
She don't even know me.
I know. And
You know, I always wanted a child.
I know.
And now I think I'll have one. Toast!
They still seem to have their original chemistry from the first film, giving us more dance routines than we had in the first. But they didn't outstay their welcome and actually had me tapping my feet. The first musical number, when they're brought back to life, they hang the lantern and say, who are they doing this for? And then it's a quick cut to you! And I found that really funny.
Who are they performing for? You!
Overall, Hocus Pocus 2 is an enjoyable family film that is able to recapture the magic from the original film. It's also nice to see how far Salem has come on from the last film. Probably my only one criticism of it is there's a lot of set work in this, where the original seemed to have a lot of outdoors filming. This one seemed to be set driven, like in the Forbidden Wood. You can tell that it's a sound stage. It was nice to see the Sanderson sisters' house, which is now in a built-up area, which I think in the first was possibly a set, and on the outskirts of town. It shows that Salem has grown and become more. I think the criticism is Salem doesn't feel real in this film. It feels like a set. It feels like a film whereas the other one actually felt lived in. But I did enjoy it, and people in the film and watching may have gotten older, but Hocus Pocus 2 is able to entertain kids young and old. This wasn't originally on my watch list, but because it has just been released, I had to watch it, and my family and kids enjoyed it too. What did you think of the Sanderson sisters' return to Salem? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to subscribe and ring that bell, and also to sleep tight. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for another Halloween countdown.
Lock up your children! Yes, Salem, we're back!
That's not 6 feet under.
Stop! I am a good zombie!
Oh,